Hi guys, and welcome back to the first official episode that will have a live commentary of Giant Killers, my Football Manager 2016 save with Alessandria. And first thing to get into is the matches that we've played. So it has been pre-season, we have played a few friendlies and a cup game, and we are unbeaten in those games. So we started off with a game against Servette, who are an Austrian promotion league team. I think it's a second tier in Austria, as it's Switzerland. I think it's Switzerland, actually. Yeah, Switzerland. They're in the Swiss Promotion League. They've got the same reputation as us. We managed a 0-0 draw against them. Just show you the stats, because the stats are very important for what we've been doing in pre-season. Maybe not so much in this game. We didn't win in possession. We had a few more shots than them. But obviously this was the first game back from pre-season, and it ended in 0-0. If that button wants to work, there we go. Then we played Koreans, SC Koreans, who are, again, I believe, a Swiss team. Yes, they're in the same division as Swiss Promotion League. SC Koreans, slightly lower reputation than us. Our reputation is 2-star. And we managed to beat them 3-1. Convincing victory for us there. Michel Marconi, Antimo Junco, and Filippo Bonaperti getting our goals. We went 2-0 up. They grabbed one back, and then Bonaperti got the winner. Beating them on shots. Got beaten on possession again. But things do turn around eventually in terms of the stats. Next game was another friendly against a team called Dudingen. And Dudingen are... where are they from? They're Swiss as well. Surprise, surprise. They're in a lower league than the other two teams that we played there in the Swiss First League Group 1. And we managed to beat them 4-0. Manuel Maras getting a brace. Manuel Fischneller scoring a penalty. And Michel Marconi getting our final goal of the game. You can see there more of the thing that I was trying to talk about before. We had 20 shots, lots of chances created, absolutely thrashed them on possession, but I guess it is to be expected against a team that is so much lower than us in terms of reputation and everything. Next up was such an entertaining game. This was it was absolute cracker of a game for a neutral. It ended 6-5 against Lille reserves. They took a 2-goal lead after 20 minutes thanks to a Clement Renault brace. And then Michel Marconi came back with 2 himself. And it was 2-2 after 25 minutes. And then nothing for the rest of the first half. Second half comes. Bonaperti scores, put us 3-2 in the lead. Cyprien Cisse equalises for them, make it 3-3. Then Vito Francesco makes it 4-3 to us. Antimo Junco... oh no, missed a goal. Cisse makes it 4-4. I'm getting lost, but it was such an entertaining game. Antimo Junco and Manuel Maris getting some more goals as well. We only had 16 shots compared to the last game where we had 20 and we only scored 4. Had 16 shots, 10 on target, absolutely thrashed them on possession. They obviously scored their goals on the counter-attack. You can see they had 7 out of their 8 shots on target, which just says a lot about their shot accuracy. But we managed to get the victory, which I was very pleased with. Obviously, Lille are a Ligue 1 team in France, and to beat Lille reserves is a great achievement. Next up was a game against a second-tier Spanish team, Alcorcon, and we managed to beat them 2-0 too. Michel Marconi got himself a brace, and then Adriano Mazzavilla getting sent off just after Marconi had scored his second, and we managed to hold off for a 2-goal victory, and we didn't concede, which is always good when you're down to 10 men. Level on shots, we had the better accuracy, and they edged it on possession, most likely because we had less men on the pitch for the last 22 minutes of the game. Next up was another French team's reserve side, was Bordeaux's reserve side, and we managed to beat them too, 1-0. Filippo Bonaperti getting the only goal of this game. A lot of shots and a lot of possession for us once more, which is the theme I'd like to state throughout the pre-season. And then we had the Italian Cup first qualifying round, which I was expecting. and we faced a Serie D side, Fano, and we managed to just win this one 1-0. We should have scored more than one goal, to be quite fair. We had 20 shots, 7 on target, a lot of possession. Adriano Mezzavia making up for his sending off in a previous game to grab the winner for us and send us through to the second qualifying round. What I didn't realise was that the Italian Cup has quite a few rounds before, well, at least 2 rounds. I don't know when the third qualifying round is, but they have at least 2 rounds before the actual league season kicks off. So that is why I've come to you early, because I was wanting to bring the first game as the first game of the season against Mantova, but the first live com is going to be against Pro Vercelli in the Italian Cup. I'll come to that in a second after we recap this final friendly game against another French reserve team in Nice, and we drew 0-0. We created more shots and had more of the possession, but we couldn't get that winning goal. And then we come to today's game against Pro Vercelli. I think I'm saying that right. They are a Serie B side. They're predicted to finish 20th in their league, so there shouldn't be much between us really, considering we're predicted to finish second, I believe, in Serie C A. So hopefully we can get through to the next round. The draw for the Italian Cup is it's all made at the same time, which is interesting. So if we manage to beat Pro Vercelli, we get ourselves a tie against AC Milan, which would just be unbelievable. I don't think we would beat AC Milan, but if we were to somehow beat AC Milan, we would then face either Empoli, Crotone or Lachia. Don't really want to get ahead of myself too much, but there's a few more teams like Napoli, I think Lazio maybe. There's a few big teams that we could face if we managed to get that far into the competition. But as I said, I'm not expecting to get that far. Our board expectation for the competition is only to reach the second qualifying round, which we have done. But I do feel we can get a result against Pro Vercelli. As I said, we're 2 very evenly matched teams, and I would be disappointed if we didn't. One bit of transfer news. Well, 2 really. I tried to get this guy, Nicolas Dalmont, because we need to fill our quota of having a minimum of 5 under-21 players registered for the league season. And he's obviously a 17-year-old. His parent club is Cesena. He's decided to go on loan to Bassano, despite the fact that we offered him a loan deal. Where Bassano are they're in our league, actually, which is interesting. So we'll be coming up against him this season. But he looks a very good player, and it looked like he'd fit the inside forward role really well. Fortunately, it wasn't to be. So we have brought someone in to fill our quota of under 21 players for the season on loan from Verona. We brought in Mattia Zaccagni, who can play, I don't know why I put a on his name, Zaccagni. Mattia Zaccagni, I think I'll call him. He can play centre midfield or attacking midfield. Obviously, if he was playing attacking midfield, he'd be advanced playmaker. But the scouts seem to think he's a pretty decent sign-in, so he should be helpful for us. Unfortunately, he's not registered for the game today, so he won't be playing today. Obviously, this formation has brought us quite a lot of luck. I'll show you the team in a second. Just have a look at Pro Vercelli's key man, Fausto Rossi. We've actually scouted him. We've got him as a 4-star, but he doesn't want to join us. He's on loan from Juventus. Yeah, I can see why he might be a danger man then. Centre midfielder, and his stats are pretty damn good. So that's one to watch in this game. And obviously we know that a win in this game would set up a clash with AC Milan in the next round of the Italian Cup. So there's the lineup for today. Obviously a 4-2-3-1 formation. Nordi in goal, Sosa, Morero, Manfred and Sabato at the back, playing with 2 wing backs and 2 central defenders. Got Mezzavia in the deep line playmaker role, Nico in the box-to-box midfielder role, Sabioni playing advanced playmaker. That is the guy that I found in the under-19s and under-20 squads. I can't remember which one it was. It would have been under-18s or under-20s because they don't have an under-19s. On loan from was it Reading? I want to say completely wrong. Torino. Yeah, but that's the guy I was thinking about. You can see his stats are improving there as well. And then we've got Maras playing advanced playmaker on the right for some reason, even though that should be inside forward. I'll have to change that. And then Bonapiatti inside forward on the left, and Marconi's the company forward up front. And I'll just quickly switch him to the role that he should be playing in, which is obviously inside forward attack. Although I wonder if that's been the same all along. No, we'll keep him there. Go to our position instructions, get the assistant to do our job for us, take a team talk, and we get into the game. So, as I've said, I do feel like we should be even. I think we're playing in red today. Haven't actually seen us play in our red kit yet. It's the first time. And we're keeping the ball nicely in the opening minute of the game. Bonapiatti, that was bad. He was offside anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It was bad control of the ball, though, from Bonapiatti. As I was saying, we are evenly matched. And we should be able to get a result against Pro Vercelli to get us through to the next round and exceed our board's expectations for this competition. Fingers crossed, but they've got a free kick with Rossi. And it's fallen to Germano and it's blocked, and Castiglia's got it now. Moreiro trying to get a foot in, but he can't get there. Legati. Out wide to Scavoni. It's Beltram who was offside. It's the end of that. That was the first shot of the game for anyone. This is not the way any of the preseason friendlies have gone, really. There's normally been quite a lot of action in the opening 20 minutes. Something a bit different now. Scaglia gives it to Scavoni. It's Castiglia. Out wide to Germano. Crosses it, and Beltram. Good save from Nordi. Beltram's going to be a danger for them, I can tell. Corner kick comes in from Rossi. Headed away by Marconi. Sabato coming away with the ball now. Can we start a counter-attack? Sabato. Could someone get in the box with him? Oh, it's a bad touch. Is that a penalty? No. I just saw him stop and thought maybe he'd been tripped over, but he hadn't. Maras gets tackled by Rossi. The ball goes out for a throw on the right-hand side. So it was a nice opportunity for a counter-attack there. Sabato, he's quite a pacey fella. He does like to get up and down the wings, which is obviously what he's meant to be doing in the wing-back position. He does his job very well. Nordi with a goal kick towards Maris. Scaglia gets there first, though. Marconi's got it now. He gives it to Sabioni. It's Nico. To Bonapiatti. Marconi plays it through to Maris. Was he onside? I think he was. Oh, is that a pass? Wasn't the best of passes. Moreiro has to be careful. He's on a yellow card sliding through there. Sabioni gives it to Sosa in space with a chance to cross. He does cross. Marconi, oh, just wide. That was so close from Marconi. Sabato has got the ball in his own box and gives that away to Scavoni cheaply. Marchi now. And he scores. That goal all comes down to Sabato's terrible pass. Not happy with that at all. Germano with the throw. Beltram. Chance to cross now for Beltram. It's blocked. Rossi's got it. Cleared by Nico. Only to Castiglia. To Rossi. Out wide to Germano. Scavoni. Marchi gets his second of the game. And I'm going to do a team talk, because this ain't on. Show some passion, lads. Come on. We're better than this. We're not even making half the chances that we were making in the pre-season games against teams that were probably of the same level as this. Like the Lille reserves, Bordeaux reserves, Nice reserves, even Alcorcon. Letting ourselves down here. So we've come to half time. We're 2-0 down. This could be the first defeat as manager of Alessandria. Which I think I would be quite unhappy at, really, because I did feel we could... Sabato's mistake has caused that rating to be so low. really like him as the wing back as well. Just needs to improve on his passing. Who else has been doing bad? Bonapieti. Manfran. Okay. So move Bonapieti, swap Bonapieti with Maras. Bonapieti can then be replaced by Vito Francesco, who I know isn't an attacking right midfielder, but I have been playing him there and he's been doing quite well with it. And I am going to take Sabato off, just because it seems like it might not be his day today. I'll bring Kasula on. Obviously we've only got one sub left, so we'll leave that like that for now. So it's Marchi, making names up now. And Pro Vasily kicked off for the second half. Sosa gets the ball, gives to Nico. Wasn't expecting that to be a highlight really. And I was right. Throw in, Beltram, Germano, Scavoni, Rossi, blocked. Nico now. Gives it to Marconi. Nico. Forward looking for Vito Francesco, and he got stopped in his run there. Legati picks it up. Nico. Sabioni. Find someone to pass to. Mezzavia. Casula, the substitute, gives it back to Sabioni. Plays it to Marconi. Flick through to Maris. Maris shoots and he scores, but it's offside. It's going to be one of those games, I think. Sabioni, long ball looking for Maris, who just keeps it in. Crosses it. Vito Francesco, saved by Pigliacelli. We're creating more, which is a good sign. We just need to stop Pro Vasily from creating their chances too. So, ball towards Di Roberto, intercepted by Sosa. Vito Francesco now on the right hand side. Sabioni. Nico. Maris. Through to Marconi, who shoots, and that's saved by Pigliacelli again. I'm just going to make a change. I'm just wondering if all along I've accidentally had this on Advanced Playmaker and it's been working. So we'll just see how it goes with that. Because I don't see any other way that could have changed, really. It's Beltram. He's through on goal. He shoots and it's saved by Nordi. Nordi clears it. And that came to nothing. Pro Vasily have made a change as well. So we're on top in terms of possession in this game. Pretty level on shots as well. They've got a slightly better shot accuracy than us. Rossi gives it to Luperini. Beltram. Beretta. Shoots and that's wide. I feel it's time to get them to attack. Nope, didn't want to say demand more. That might work, but I meant to say push forward. This is a risk. We could end up getting beaten 3 or 4-0, but Sosa with the throw. Vito Francesco crosses it. Cleared by Coley. Sosa gets the ball back, gives it to Nico. Sosa, cross it now. Legati intercepted and that's cleared. Long clearance looking towards Beretta, but Mezzavia gets there. Sosa again on the right hand side. Vito Francesco looking for Sabioni. Rossi intercepted that time and Scavoni picks it up. Luperini back to Scaglia. Looks like the end of the attack for us. Legati clears. Scavoni to Beltram. Beretta on the attack for Pro Vasily. Out wide to Di Roberto, who's in tons of space. Beltram wide. Should have scored that. Definitely should have. So Germano's got to throw in for Pro Vasily and throws that straight to one of our players, Sabioni. Gives it to Casula. Messavia. Nico. Looking for Marconi, but that was a terrible pass. And the defender misses the ball, and Beretta is practically through on goal and can't finish. I feel this would have been 3 or 4-0 had they had better strikers, but of course there's 50 minutes left, so there could still be that scoreline. Morero with a great tackle. Sosa brings the ball forward. Vito Francesco now. Sabioni. Can he find one of our players? He can. Mezzavia gives it to Sosa on the right-hand side. Through to Nico. Can he cross it? He does. Maris! And Maris scores! That's 1 back. It's 2-1. Why is he celebrating? He should be picking the ball up. It's wasting vital seconds, that is. Scavoni. Away to Luperini. Crosses it in, headed away by Morero. Mezzavia with a massive what was I going to say? Click? I think I was going to say click instead of kick. Come on, Andrew, wake up. Pigliacelli's got the ball now. At the back for Provacelli. Defender should have got that. He gave up on that one. Good defend in the box there, though, and Nico clears it. So we've got 1 sub left to make. Just over 10 minutes left. Who's it going to be? Who is it going to be? Just looking at the ratings, the centre-backs aren't doing that well, but in terms of fitness, striker Boccolon isn't fully fit yet, so I don't really want to risk him for that long, although 10 minutes isn't that long, is it? I'll bring Ricardo Boccolon on for Michel Marconi. See if he can magic up an equaliser from somewhere. Free kick. Rossi crosses it in. Luperini. It's just over the bar. Obviously, if they get a third, then it's game over. There's a very slim chance of us getting an equaliser. It's possible. Di Roberto. Long ball, but Morero picks it up. Passes it back to Nordi. Got time to make a intelligent clearance. And he does. Brilliant pass to Vito Francesco, who had the simplest of passes and couldn't do it. Scavoni to Beretta. Beretta shoots. Nordi didn't really have to save that one, but he did. That was going wide. Coley with a free kick. Di Roberto down the right hand side. Someone needs to get a foot in. Germano. Di Roberto again. Plays it through to Scavoni. Crosses it to Beretta. Blocked. Germano on the edge of the box. Di Roberto. Beltram. There's a scramble in the box and we managed to get that one cleared somehow. Vito Francesco with the ball now. Played up the line. I think he did. And we've got 5 minutes left. So why not just go all out? Gone to overload. Tilton the push forward. Rossi with a free kick. Gives it to Beltram. Beretta wide. He can't seem to finish for Toffee. He's had about 4 or 5 chances now and he's not taken any of them. Into stoppage time, just about. A free kick for Provacelli. It's Rossi to Di Roberto. Germano is the man over on the right hand side. He's going to try and cross this in, isn't he? And Nordi picks it up. Lovely. Got just about 2.5 minutes left of this game. Can we grab an equaliser? Not had many opportunities since I've gone to overload. In fact, we've had none. Ball's played back to Pigliacelli. He does a pass to Legati. It's a bit of a dodgy one. Di Roberto. I think this is game over. Beretta flicked that one. He powered a header at goal. Looked like a flick to me. Commentary said that it was a powerful header. Goal kick from Nordi towards Vito Francesco, who flicks it on. No one's there. Legati heads out of play, and we'll be down to the last few seconds of the game. And by the time this is taken, is it? 20 seconds left. Teammates like that, who needs bloody enemies. Nico with a terrible pass down the pitch. So, unfortunately, we've fallen out of the Italian Cup in the second qualifying round. We've reached our expectation for the season, but haven't exceeded it. Knocked out by a side in the division above us, but on paper, not that much of a better side. On another day, it could have been our game to win. Obviously, we would have had to have performed better, which we didn't. So a 2-1 defeat, first defeat as Alessandria manager, which means we can look ahead. So we've got some money from it, $7,000, not bad. So we can look ahead to the first game of the season, which is at the beginning of September. So it's a month's time because we're at the beginning of August now, against Mantova. And just interested to see how Mantova are getting on. They've only played 3 friendlies. Lost 3-1 to PSV, drew with Herenveen, and they beat PSG reserves 3-1. So they haven't actually been in the Italian Cup yet, which is interesting. So next episode will be the game against Mantova. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel to get all my content when it comes out. Feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.